In this video, traders, we're going to look at if it feels like you are always losing, then try this. Stick around. Hey guys, very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. All right, so if it feels like you're always losing in your trading, there are some steps to take that I would do if it was me, and I have done before, that really help you make sense of what is going on. Number one, we want to make sure that we're not doing any more damage. Number two, we want to try and rectify what's going on. Number three, we want to try and get out of that slump and back to our account highs as quick as possible. That's the goal. That's what we're shooting for here. So the first thing we need to do, guys, if it feels like you're always losing, you know the feeling, like, it just sort of dawns on you. It's like, I just feel like I'm always losing. My trade's always losing. My account balance is never where I want to be. Always feels like it's not working out for me. If that's you, then the first thing to do is just to check if you really are always losing, because our minds can play tricks on us. And what I mean by that is, if your account balance is at lows, fine. That might not necessarily mean that you're always losing. You might have one or two bad trades that are actually causing the damage, that if you eliminated those, you would actually have a profitable month or a profitable quarter or whatever it may be. So the feeling that you're always losing, because always remember the losers, the bad trades, or the really good trades, never remember the kind of singles and doubles, you never remember those. And so what really might be happening is might be different actually at the ground level, or in really dig in the dirt and you actually look at your P&L, look at the statements, look at the individual trades. It is what you think it is. Your overview might be I'm losing, I'm a consistent loser. But actually when you dig into it, you're like, hang on a second, ultimately, I've made, these trades are good. There's 5 trades. There's one really bad trade, and I've got 3 great. Wait, so if I eliminate that, even that one bad trade of that week, I'll be up on the week. Well, then all of a sudden, what a confidence booster that is. You're not always losing. Your 1 or 2 trades are doing the damage, and then we can rectify that. There's steps and processes that we can take to eliminate those, or at least reduce those. We can't eliminate losers altogether, guys. We're not magicians, but we can definitely eliminate the damage that they do, or reduce the damage they do, should I say. So this is something that really, we need to have the facts in front of us. So rather than emotional, I'm always losing, step out of that for a second, kind of grab yourself, by the lapels a little bit and go, right, okay, let's have a look at this. Let me have a look at every single trade I've done. Let me download the chart. Let me download the statement. Let me mark on a chart, whether you want to do it manually on a computer, whatever, doesn't matter. Just get the data in front of you and work out if you are really always losing. If you are, again, that's fine. We'll address it. We need to know what we're working with, or you're working with, before we move on. Second thing is stop trading. Just do it. If you feel that way, then that's a sign to stop trading, because there is no benefit to carry on trading. Let me tell you why. Because if you carry on trading and you're feeling like you're always losing, if you lose and lose and lose and lose more, you're going to feel worse, and you have a real danger of trading on tilt, which means that you're just chucking money around and you're going to end up blowing up. The other outcome is that it works for you. Okay, you carry on trading and you come out of it and you come back to a high. Now the danger you have with that is that you're just pushing stuff under the rug. You're not looking and examining what will happen if perhaps it's more significant. Maybe you're trading with more size later on. This will happen again and again. And if you're not analyzing the process and you're not considering how I can improve, then it's only a matter of time before burying your head in the sand isn't going to work. So you can't win if you've had that feeling, you just try and ignore it. Stop trading, even if it's only for a short period of time, guys. Just stop the trading and say, right, I'm still a trader. I'm now in analysis mode. I'm not in trading mode. I'm in analysis mode. I'm in analysis of my own performance, which any business would do anyway, and which you would do if you ran a trading business with 10 guys in it. You would have someone who would analyzing performance. We've got to wear these hats, guys. We've got to wear the execution hat. We've got to wear the risk manager hat, and we've got to wear the psychologist hat. We've got to wear the analysis hat as well, from a trade perspective and from the individual. So stop trading. Number 3, guys, identifying recurring patterns. Now this is we're keeping it simple for this video, but we've gone into some more depth on this, and I'm going to do some more videos about this in the future. So if you like this kind of stuff, then make sure you're subscribed. If you want to be notified, you know how to do it. The recurring pattern thing is something that once we identify a recurring pattern in our trading that is causing a drawdown, or is causing a string of losers, or is causing something undesirable, we can become laser focused on that and we can fix it. But again, going back to the initial point, we need to know what's going on. Is it one particular trade, in which case we can work on how we can eliminate the damage of that? Is it a string of losers? Okay, well, what is the pattern I'm taking? Am I against the trend? Am I trading on a bad time of day? Am I trading a bad time frame? Are my stops too tight? Again, we dig down and there will be a recurring pattern amongst those losers that is always there. And then once you've identified it, you can then work on it. You can go, right, well, how can I fix this? Do I need to be better at my entry? Do I need to be trading less size? Do I need to be a little bit wider with my stop? What do I need to do? And what would I have done with these particular samples that would have changed the outcome of them? And maybe wouldn't have taken them, in which case, what made me take them? Is there the same setup there that I need to maybe put on hold for now? There's so many permutations, guys, with that, but you need to know the evidence in front of you. So identifying recurring patterns. The fourth thing, guys, is take steps to adjust if needed. Now, I say if needed because sometimes a string of losers is inevitable. And you might feel like you're always losing, but in actual fact, it's not that bad. It's just a little bit of a drawdown and you come out of it. But if it is something that you're always doing and you're always losing, then you can take steps to adjust. Do I need to change the way that I take the setup? Do I need to change the way that I'm screening? Do I need to change my process? Do I need to change my approach completely? Do I need to change the market? Do I need to change the time frame? Do I need to change the position size, the stop distance, the targets? Am I scaling? Am I trailing? There's so many things that you can look at. And I'm not suggesting you tweak all those buttons at once because you're never going to know how to do things, but maybe do a few. Maybe go, okay, well, you know, there's a bit of a recurring pattern here that I get the initial direction right, but then it comes back and stops me out. So maybe I need to implement a bit of a scaling strategy, or maybe I need to implement taking profits a little bit earlier. Maybe I'm looking for too long of a move. Is there a theme there? So there's when the adjustments come in and you start to add them and tweak your trading plan accordingly. Number 5, guys, is start small, build confidence. So when you've done all this, when you go back into it, you want to start small, build confidence, get a few trades under your belt, you know, regardless, because then again, you know, if they are losers, it doesn't matter. You've got such a small position size on, you can shrug it off and you can just keep going and going. And then you build the confidence. Okay, the process is working. I'm back into the groove. I've got my habit, my process, what I do when I sit in front of the screens, how I screen for my trades, how I take my trades, how I pull the trigger, how I put my stops in, when I trail, all those kind of things that you know you do in your trading, those start to build confidence. The process starts to build confidence. The planning starts to build confidence. And when those are in place, then you start to see the results, you start to see more profitable trades coming through, and you start to then be able to pick it back up again. And the key thing here, guys, is number 1 is that you're recovering from this, but number 2 is that you have another process. If it happens again and you feel this way, don't just turn the key, you're back into this process. Number 1, you check if you're always losing, blah, 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 you go through the thing. So it's always thinking in terms of what do I do if X happens? So you're never just stuck flailing around, drowning. You're not a deer in headlights, you're not any of those metaphors. You're just there and you've got a system, you've got a way of dealing with anything that is thrown at you by the market or by performance. Anyway, guys, if you like this kind of stuff, thumbs up is appreciated, as are your comments. As always, good and bad, I like to see them all. And of course, if you like this stuff, subscribe button's there. I know many of you are subscribed and appreciate your support. If you're not, maybe consider doing so. If you like this kind of stuff, you'd like to see more of it. Take care, guys. See you next one. Bye-bye.